All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Moonhawk Studios Presents, such as it is. I'm your host, Mac Paladin. With me in the studio, as always, is my good friend Adam.
Hello.
Kevin's out this week, so we've got Petty Fan on technicals.
I'm doing more technicals.
And the Golics.
Somehow I'm still here.
Such enthusiasm. All right, well, unfortunately, our guests didn't make it this week. We've rescheduled them till May, so in the interim, we're bringing you a special presentation.
I need
But before we get to that,
find that video clip from Mac's Headroom.
Oh, you were talking about you were going to bring up the special presentation.
No, the Mac's Headroom would be very apt for this show.
Anyway.
All right. Well, before we get to that special presentation, Adam, why don't you bring us the news?
The news. Well, outside of lacking a guest this week, like either show, though for different reasons, apparently our guest this week had a spontaneous date, and it doesn't get many of those these days. So,
okay,
that's why they forgot. Anyway,
it's like I told you never to call me on this wall. It's an unlisted wall.
Right. So the big news is my mother is beginning the process of getting her heart examined. Just the basic stuff this week. Seems like she's ostensibly fine, I guess. Or rather, they have to dig deeper to find out what the problem is, which is a whole range of tests happening in May. But if that's far, if it's that far away, that means she's not in any immediate threat of having a heart attack or something of that nature. Let's see. The place is getting
knock on the table for your benefit.
Yeah. The place is getting steam cleaned tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. And finally, the issue with my blood pressure medication has been resolved, and I managed to get my prescription fulfilled.
Yay!
Hooray!
All right, that's my news. Blank wall that's taking the space of Kevin. What's happening this week?
I wish I could do the Peanuts voice. I really wish I could. Basically, that, yes.
That's about as much news as we get out of Kevin usually.
Well, in fairness, he was getting doxxed, so
yeah.
I can understand his hesitancy to share too many personal details.
Right. Anyway, in all seriousness, Petty, you're up.
So we think we have the roof leak issue handled. It seemed to be the seal around the chimney was coming apart. Originally, my dad wanted to try and do it, but he is past the point of pushing 60. And he literally tried to go up the ladder, and he ended up aggravating a shoulder injury because, getting a little too old for this kind of shit. But luckily, one of our family friends was able to come help because with my neurological conditions, me going up a ladder is an absolute no. So yeah, we were able to get that handled. They just sprayed some Flex Seal around the chimney, and hopefully that will keep the flange and stuff up there together and watertight. And at least the insurance adjuster said the roof was in decent condition. Like, it's nearing 20 years, so it's going to need to be handled in time, but it's not at the point where the insurance company would handle it, you know? There is an issue with the mushroom vents on the roof. Apparently, they should have been they're put in underneath the roof. They should be on top of it. But we also had the roof done almost 20 years ago, so if they were going to leak, it'd be a weird time for them to start leaking now, you know? So that's one of those things we're just gonna have to keep an eye on. As far as like other life things, it's been relatively quiet outside of, getting the roof fixed. I may have found another person to play the Digimon card game which is hilarious. And then I also played Mario Party for the first time last week.
Oh, so you lost friends, huh?
No. Well, it was me and my sister playing with one of my mom's coworkers and her husband, and I won because of course I won. I'm probably one of the better gamers they know.
Throughout the ages, there are two surefire ways to lose family and friends on the communication standpoint, and that is playing Monopoly and Mario Party together.
Well, like, it was kind of funny. I don't remember what the game was called, but it was like one of those swinging 2v2 games. And it was me and my twin sister together, and we were hilariously in lock sync on that. Because, the twin thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Twinning.
It was one of those things where I wish we were streaming it, because that would be just like one of those in awe moments. But alas, I have no way to get my streaming stuff out into the other room with the Switch. So yeah, and trying to get my sister under my loft bed is no. That's not going to happen. This is made for one. So that was an interesting time. We're going to see about going over again this weekend, like actually go over and bring some Joy-Cons with us. So that could be a time. And I can't think of anything else going on. So, Gullix?
Well, we ended up getting some snow on Monday, which is always a delight when that happens this late in the season. Not like it's going to be around for a long time, but moving it out of the way is a pain because it's always wet and super heavy. So that was one thing. I'm trying to take steps towards getting the new laptop I want to get so that I can consider more about the travel that we're going to have going on in May. So I've been looking at what laptops cost and stuff. And I've asked my parents, since my birthday is coming up and it's been like a few years since I really got a significant birthday present, how much they'd be willing to contribute for that. So either for this year as a present or whatever. So, because turns out the prices of laptops vary widely.
Yep.
You get $200 shit box, or you
and I want something that reliable that's going to last a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need it to play fucking Monster Hunter Wilds or whatever, but
definitely most of the indie games we get on the show.
Yeah, I want it to be good for a while and preferably have a decent sized screen. and
Well, if anything, at
keep-
least you
and-
do have
and a
your
keyboard layout.
desktop still
Yes.
around.
and a keyboard layout that doesn't make you want to be violent. Although you can always get relatively inexpensive USB keyboards and stuff, I
Yeah.
guess. But anyway, that's the main thing. Video game wise, I've been playing a little bit of Splatoon 3 and a lot of Dead Cells, or a decent amount of Dead Cells at least. And that's about all I got.
Mm. I'm trying to get paid to play games to work, and I've done. So far, I've done. Back in the day, I did. I was doing Benjamin, and I actually managed to make some money off of that. And now they've changed everything to where, like, the daily ad streak and stuff used to be at least a nickel, and now it's a penny.
Sounds all
And
right.
I'm like, I don't have 47 years to, get to my next payout threshold, so that's that. Tried Pogo. They have this whole thing where you scan receipts. They're worth 10 points each. A point is a penny. 10 points is 1 cent. You need 5,000 points to cash out.
And those
Each
data from those receipts are worth more than 10 cents.
Oh yeah, or a penny. They're worth a hell of a lot more than a penny. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Every time I try to play one of the games off of their damn list, it says I go to in progress on the app, and it says no games installed. It's like, and I went to your goddamn link, and I've had this problem multiple times before. Like I said, with Benjamin, it was particularly problematic to where no matter what you did, the goddamn game wouldn't link up.
Mm.
So, mildly annoyed. Because I don't want to have all these garbage apps on my phone if they're not going to fucking pay me. So, yeah, tracking is on. Just downloaded Copper. Does not recognize that I just installed Merge Restaurant Makeover for iOS. So,
I hate to break it to you, Mac, but they don't design those things for people to be able to make money off of them.
I mean, he's not wrong, though.
I was successful before. It just all of a sudden now it's like Pogo's been around for a long time.
Yeah, my dad used to,
I remember
Pogo was just a website. He used to play some of their games. Never made any money off of it, but he used to play some of their games.
Yeah, you're supposed to get coins for it, and they're just not. It's not happening. So, Copper, it's like Tester Up, all that stuff. The only one I'm still consistently earning off of is Just Play, and that's like $2 every 6 or 7 days. God damn it! How many times you got to slap a roach before it dies?
A lot. They're kind of
Anyway.
known for that.
Yeah. Get the fly swatter and just start bashing him. Anyway, yeah, so that's what's going on. I've expanded the solar array. I now have two 30 volt 240 amp panels. These are decommissioned off the solar arrays. Whether they were above a Walmart or out in the goddamn desert, I have no idea. But I've got a couple of them, and they're like 5 feet tall, and they weigh a lot. And I built a wooden miter so that way they're not just leaning directly against the building. And they're hooked up in parallel. The only problem is I don't have a battery receptacle in that room that's big enough to store enough power. So I'm working on that. My little 350 watt generator keeps going dead just running the lights in the bathroom. Because, yeah. Funny that it inputs 89 watts and it outputs the output of everything I've got hooked up to it currently is like 128. So I went and took a nap, and apparently I left the lights on in the bathroom. You know, and like that old 70s slogan, when in doubt, turn it out. I failed. So now the generator's dead. And I can't use my car to charge that generator anymore because every time now it's doing a thing to where I had it stall out and while I was with a client, and it goddamn thing wouldn't restart. It actually gave me a 15-minute time out in the middle of a restaurant parking lot because it had attempted to start too long.
Fun.
And this is a thing with Fords.
Wait, with what?
With Fords. This is a thing with Ford vehicles is that if you engage the starter for too long to avoid burning out the starter motor, it shuts down the whole system for 15 minutes to cool down.
I mean, it's at least good they don't let you destroy your starter, at least.
Yeah.
Because I've had my dad burn, when he had his old Ford Ranger, he burned out his starter several times with it. Anyway, anything else, Mac?
I think that's it. We'll just go to the video.
Right.
So we have no guests this week. So Adam, why don't you tell everybody what we'll be doing instead?
All right. So, especially considering we just dragged out an episode of the Computer Chronicles for Fragments of Silicon because the guest there got sick. Like, we're delving into public television, but something different, something else, something with a lot of math involved.
Squares.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're of a certain age, you are familiar with this program and might have actually taught you some mathematical concepts. Now it did for me.
Oh, man.
Like, well, let's get to it. This is the very first episode of Square One TV at that.
Major funding for this afternoon's programming is provided
All
by
right.
the Helena Rubinstein Foundation,
Square
a
One.
longtime supporter of outstanding children's television.
Oh, man, outstanding children's television.
That's a
The Helena Rubinstein Foundation. I think this didn't get canceled under Reagan.
I was about to say, what year is this?
1987.
I would have thought 90s with, but yeah.
I mean, I think Square
No, this
One-
was an established thing when I was growing up. It wasn't new. Well, I guess by the time I was watching TV stuff from 80s, 90s, 87 would have been.
What were you saying, Adam?
I mean, late 80s aesthetics do blend in precipitously into early 90s.
Fair.
Also, this is all fucking Memphis group. I know them anywhere.
Fuck you, Baltimore.
Good, we do have captions.
Oh yeah, because it is kind of quiet.
I will need to fix this.
Square One liked
It's an ensemble cast, a little bit like Saturday Night Live or Hee Haw.
In this case, they're singing about infinity. I think. Yep.
I guess that makes the vaguely religious sound appropriate.
I remember this.
Good
A lot of
Lord.
A lot of Square One's musical numbers do get stuck in your head, like a chigger.
Like the intrepid explorer hacking his way through the relentless.
I don't know that I remember any from Square One, but I do have some songs that I know the Sesame Street parody of way better than the actual song.
I could see
I
it.
believe one of these people actually went on to be famous.
Do you know which one?
That's asking a lot, Adam.
I mean, yeah, that's a big statement. Like, okay, you
I
think
know.
these people went on to be famous? Like,
I was hoping that it was vague enough that you wouldn't question it.
I mean, come on, you're asking that of this crew?
Shame on me. I should have known better.
You're good.
What's the largest number in the world?
4,333,496,567.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Add 1 to it.
Oh.
Now I've piqued my own curiosity.
496,568. That must be the largest number in
To
the
the
world.
internets!
Are you sure?
Add
There
1.
is no largest number. That's what infinity means. You're just being very musically circuitous about that fact.
Wait a minute. This could go on forever.
Square One TV cast.
Somebody got a very fancy video toaster.
Yup. Somebody pulled out the video processing board.
And are very impressive with all the editing effects.
Yeah,
Reminds me
for
of-
public television, yeah, that's not half bad.
It reminds me a lot of early music videos where they were like, what does this white button do?
Oh my
That
god.
was actually a decent transition right there.
Joe Howard is an actor and writer known for The World's Fastest Indian, Anger Management, and Grumpy Old Men.
New theory
There you
regarding
go.
infinity. Film at 11 and midnight and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6.
Film
they
at
running-
11.
Math Man.
So this is the first Math Man, huh?
To eat only multiples
Yes.
of 3. When you encounter a number, you will have until the count of 3 to make your decision. And beware the
don't know
pugnacious...
why
The show lasted for 5 long years.
You are wrong. Yeehaw! Math man, math man, math man, math man.
Apparently this helmet is from the University of Minnesota.
Math man, math man, math man, multiples of 3.
Yep,
Math
Pac-Man wasn't this
math
chatty
math man.
until the Pac-Man World 3 happened.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's also not really ironic. Well, I don't know. When did Number Munchers come out? Because
Around the same time, actually.
Oh my god, MathNet ran for 5 years.
Let's see. Nope.
Yep. That was always put a Square One.
Math man. Oh. Math man, multiples of 3. Math man.
I only remember seeing like 3 episodes of it.
Multiple of 3. Good work, Math Man. You've eaten all multiples of 3 on the board. Free game.
oh, we actually won.
He won occasionally.
God, that phone.
Yes.
Beverly Leith is the actress who played Dela, female Kraylor, in Star Trek Voyager 7th season episode Nightingale.
Will be 3. How do you know if I'm going to make
I'm going to be spouting random facts about the cast.
trust you?
I was going to say, I hope that isn't a career highlight.
Write down a number.
It may have been.
Apparently.
Okay.
Her entire overview is a memory alpha listing.
Yikes.
Okay. Now double that. It's going to be.
She also voiced the character
Okay, double.
Euraxes in the 2001 video game Star Trek Away Team.
Let's look at subtraction.
I'm
Okay.
guessing
now
that's an impressive amount of
divide
Star
by
Trek work.
2. Okay. Huh? Now subtract the first number I wrote down. Okay. And you're saying
Yes.
that the answer
Arithmetic.
is 3. It is 3. That is amazing. Hello?
Starring in such classics as It's Pat, Hollywood
Enough
Dirt,
of me.
Surf
I'm gonna
School
try this
and
again. I'm gonna use a different
Columbo,
number.
Butterfly in Shades of Grey.
7, and then it was plus 5, I think. Yeah.
No, they were
And the
doing
1980s,
I double that.
and the 1980s
Four.
very serious police
Minus
procedural Sledgehammer.
4. Mm-hmm.
It must be with a name like that.
2. And then
That was sarcasm.
First number I wrote down. And the answer is
So is my statement.
bad. Boy. Tell the Queen of
I
England
realized that
she called.
mere moments into it.
Number, add 5, double that, subtract 4, divide by 2.
Nowadays we have calculators and
subtract the first number I
smartphones.
wrote
Oh, yeah.
down. Boy, oh boy, what do you know? And then the answer
It's still good
is
to be able to
always
manipulate numbers with paper by looking at them.
I suppose so. I wonder if they still teach that in schools.
Oh, hello.
I guess
Yeah.
ask the
Yeah, I know
younger
those
family
guys.
members.
What are you gonna do? I'm glad you called. You got a pencil? Okay, now write.
And by the way, for the comment about this being quality children's programming, this was put together by the Children's Television Workshop.
Who generally know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
This is episode 1. It's gonna be a bit rougher.
We hadn't gotten to MathNet yet.
Yeah.
11. Our competition can make 11 different sandwiches. I see. If we can come up with more than 11, we get the order. Thank you. And
Which
goodbye.
had weirdly competent writing.
Sandwich squad, fall in.
Yeah.
From what I remember as a kid, a lot of MathNet was, vaguely plausible police procedural stuff.
We have got to come up with more different kinds of sandwiches than our competition. The well-bred caterers. Now, this is the plan. We are going to make meat and cheese sandwich combinations. For the meats, we'll be using turkey and ham.
Yeah.
For the cheeses, we'll be using Swiss,
Weirdly subliminal messaging.
and American.
God.
Now, don't forget, I want sandwiches using one kind of meat and one kind of cheese. We will make every
That was just to make sure
combination.
Republicans don't defund him this year.
No duplication
Probably.
and no substitutions.
I mean,
Get it?
they were up on
Hate to
Congress.
break it to you, lady, but some kinds of meat and cheese go better together than others.
Yes.
Mixed salami with brie.
I'd have to try it.
No, don't. That was the joke.
No, I'm not actually convinced that those would be a bad combination.
Private matter.
Also,
Ew, disease cheese.
Private
Also, American is not a cheese.
It literally is not a cheese. It is processed.
It counts as a
garbage.
cheese for government work.
It's a
Government.
Ham and Swiss.
according
It
to
depends.
it's processed cheese.
I tell you that, sir. All we had
Processed
to do
It's
cheese
cheese
product.
food product.
2 by
Yes.
the number of cheeses. 3. 2 times 3 is 6.
Oh. Okay, but
I don't know. I follow an 80-year-old French chef on
We could make some plain
On,
and then add them to the
TikTok, and he says it is actually cheese. Of course, he did have his French passport revoked for that, but
Ounces.
Get it?
It's a non-aged cheese, I think, is the main point of contention.
It's a reconstituted cheese product.
Not all American cheese is reconstituted, if I remember correctly.
it depends on the cheddar content.
Mm-hmm. She
Halt and
really wanted to blow that whistle.
Private
Yeah.
matter. Swiss, sir.
One could call her a
Private
whistleblower.
turkey, sir. Private party. Provolone, sir. Private bath.
Ham.
Okay, yeah, I guess it is processed. I was mistaken.
How did we do
Yes.
this time?
I'm glad we're still talking about this.
Yeah.
That's a total of 11.
That's what our competition
I do.
got, too.
Oh,
Look, I can't intentionally say wrong things, and if I do, I have to correct myself.
That's fair, but I'm just
But I
saying.
think I know how to make another sandwich.
And
What do you
might
operate
that
on
be?
Vulcan
We've
logic?
already made every combination of meat and cheese and every plain sandwich we
I
can
And in
do.
non
It's
and
just
in plain
called
non
good faith.
What if someone was
and in plain non-Vulcan English, we were lucky.
Well, sir, to ham, turkey, Swiss, provolone, and American. What would he eat?
I don't know.
An empty sandwich.
Bread sandwich.
A bread
I feel like this was a long way
Hey.
to go for a punchline.
That's a legit thing in England. Okay, technically it's a toast sandwich, not a bread sandwich.
I think that has to have butter in it.
Well, yeah, it's you take a slice of buttered toast and put it between two pieces of bread and
Oh, I see.
pretend that that's a sandwich.
Thank you for calling.
Anyone I know, sir?
Turns out a bread sandwich, not a sandwich over here in America.
They said to cancel the order
Delectable.
and send up a prune Danish.
Okay.
I mean, if I was going to have a butter sandwich, I would think that it would be a piece of bread between two sticks of butter.
It's not a butter sandwich, it's a toast sandwich.
1941, Milford Dirge was employed by the Take Heed Airplane Company.
A butter sandwich would... yeah.
Milford Dirge
Community notes incoming.
Yeah, that's not how that works. I knew that even as a kid.
Because of that tiny mistake,
That
just
is
look
how it...
what happened.
Almost how it... Well, yeah.
You forgot to carry the numbers.
Oops.
Right.
Let's look at that again.
We do not need an instant replay on this.
Let's see.
Oh, that's where I made my mistake. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, the Common Core kids are screaming right now.
I'm sure they are. Like,
that's not how you do that. And I'm like, I am not going to do it your way.
Yeah, no, this is how
That
math
doesn't
is
mean
done.
that way is wrong. It's just different,
collegiate
and
math
it's,
would
and,
argue
it's,
for
and
it.
it's really hard to relearn things later.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny that at the collegiate level they refuse to acknowledge Common Core.
Have you ever seen
Some of the Common Core things are useful for various things, but not all of them.
I believe the reasoning at the collegiate level was, quote, because it's asinine.
No. Collegiate people are known to be stubborn about certain things.
I have references that children of the time were not going to get.
That's part of the thing that Children's Television Workshop did, is they were good at,
Right.
I love how they're doing the
things
Blues
that
Brothers
like
here.
at least be vaguely amusing to parents.
I love how they're doing the Blues Brothers here.
Probably the Q brothers or something like that. I guess it's the Square brothers since they're doing multiples of two.
Could you help me out? Thanks.
The point was I was making a Captain America. I got that reference thing here.
Right.
You were making a reference to a reference?
Yep. It's very referential.
Don't make me throw you in the Sarlacc pit.
Also squared that keytar.
I think there's like a crossover.
Really going hard on that saxophone.
Well, that's because they're doing a crossover between the Blues Brothers and Sha Na Na here.
Now you're a square number. You see, that's 144. 12 times 12. Square number. Thank you, man.
Especially with that lighting. Jesus Christ.
I mean, once again, it's public television. You know, your budget's a ham sandwich.
Surprisingly, I don't know. Surprisingly, this is surprisingly high production values. Under the circumstances.
Point
Your government tax dollars at work.
And pledge dollars. Mostly pledge dollars.
Well, that's definitely going to be the way of things going forward. Especially if we let the states be responsible for everything.
Rest in peace, Mississippians.
Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, the entire South.
I find Undertow to be a better album.
I did it again. I don't think I can move. Help.
Stop feigning injury. It's not going to make the program more interesting.
I think he's trying to make a edgy-ish kind of joke.
Well, edgy for the time, but yes.
More edgy for, PBS.
Yeah.
It's the Brothers Squared.
There you go.
No.
Bureau of Missing Numbers.
Oh no, it's algebra. Run.
Terry Ryan speaking. Yes, is this the proper place to report a missing number?
Look at that IBM XT.
Missing. Number 14. That 14's a pesky little Dickens. It's turned up missing before, so I remember a little bit about it.
This pesky little Dickens.
For one thing, it is not
people
a
in the
square
80s
number.
apparently?
No, that's right. No whole number multiplied by itself will ever give you 14. I'm telling you, it is not square no matter what you may have heard in
Bring out the
number.
imaginary numbers.
Let's see what else we know. Yes, it is a multiple of
I think this is
14.
one of the irrational numbers.
This is all really great information. Now, is there anything
So
I'm about to get irrational watching this.
I was about to say, so it's one of our kin.
No, that's right. It is not a prime number. It has more than two figures. Yes. Let's see what else we can find out. Aha. 14 is one more than a prime number. 13 is prime. Rest assured that I will go to every corner of this earth to find that missing little number 14, or my name is not. Hello?
Hey, here was random facts about the number 14. Make sure that's on your next pop quiz, I guess.
Could have taken her from the dens of Hong Kong to the high life of the French.
Oh no,
Riviera,
Hong Kong.
But it didn't.
And then she looked at her calculator.
That search. This missing number 14 was found at a football game on the back of a wide receiver's jersey. It was returned to its rightful place in numberdom between the 13 and the 15. And so
Questions.
I have
what?
What
the fuck is the number dumb?
I don't know, but I would like whatever that announcer dude is on, please.
Quaalude.
Bro.
Oh, Matt. This is all we came for, folks.
The names are made up with
The story you're about to see is a fib, but it's short. Hey, it's the Brooklyn Nine-Nine building.
Yeah, they did a... Again, not that the kids here will have ever actually watched Dragnet.
Actually,
But
I think Dragnet was on Nick at Night at some point in Square
In
One's run.
1987?
This show came about because of the movie with Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks,
Might like to go with us.
which came out in 1987.
I didn't leave one. I get nervous and never know what to say.
So what movie did you see, George?
That new police thriller, Woodland Hills Cop.
Good show?
Yeah, but those movies sure make detective work look glamorous and easy. People riding around in cars with red lights, solving crimes, having fun.
We know that solving crimes is a lot of work, right, George?
I'll say.
Who's in the movie?
It's really how actual policemen felt about such movies. At least some of them did.
Hey, wasn't she on Married with Children?
Frankly.
I don't think that's Amanda Burse.
It's incredible.
Never mind.
You wouldn't be trying to pull my arm, would you? Okay, we'll be right out there. The manager, one of those 10-4 stores.
That was the joke.
Uh-huh. The one on Western Avenue. He was just robbed.
Look, I didn't know that it was a joke or
Yeah, but
not.
not like this.
Yeah.
This one was robbed by a monkey.
We're not going to add context to that right now.
Context is for squareds.
Get the fuck out of here.
Someone got it.
Excuse me.
Before you get square rooted. Before you get square rooted.
If we were in the same room, I'd have objects flying in my head, wouldn't I?
Yes.
You were about to get square rooted.
Called?
About the monkey? Yes, sir. Are you?
Am I what?
The man who called.
About what?
About the monkey.
What about the monkey?
Are you the man who called?
About the monkey.
Maybe I am, and maybe
Oh
I
my
ain't.
god, no,
Well, am
please
you or
help
ain't you?
me.
I mean, aren't you?
Yes, I am. But you would have done the same thing.
I think
Every time
this
you're running
dude
a
might
detective
also be
store,
on
you get a lot of
Quaaludes.
strange monkeys in here, but this
No,
one was a
no.
monkey.
Yes, sir.
He's having a manic episode. Why are you getting emotional about calling
Came
the
bounding in here
police
with
about a
yes,
monkey?
no, maybe, and held himself to whatever he wanted. He got an armload of bananas.
How many bananas would you say?
All of them. Oh.
How many was that?
Not a
20
precise
pounds.
number.
I just marked them.
What are you getting for bananas?
Money?
How much money?
49 cents a pound.
George, what are you doing?
Figuring out in my head about how much the stuff is worth. Let's see, 20 pounds of bananas at 49 cents for each pound is...
A little less than $10.
That's right, but I don't think that's a problem we should be working on.
Right. Did you notice anything unusual about the monkey? Well, you know what I mean. Any scars? Jewelry? Did he walk with a limp?
No, he was just one great big hairy monkey.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again? You know, in broad daylight? In a lineup?
What happened next?
He just started pounding his
Joke here is all
on
the
front,
deadpanning.
jumped up and down and ran out the back.
The door back there?
There is now.
Oh my. That's not a monkey-shaped hole.
Please give us a
A
call.
Wile E. Coyote methodology of escape.
George, I don't think this crime is on the up and up.
What do you mean?
Monkeys
I have
don't
a
just run
feral
into stores,
fear
grab
of
a
a
bunch of
monkey
bananas
that
and
leaves
leave.
that size of a
Yeah,
hole.
especially at 49 cents a pound. Martha pays about 35 at the drive-in shop.
What I mean is, I don't think this store was robbed by a monkey, if it was robbed at all.
You mean the manager may be setting this whole thing up as a cover for some other crime?
Could be. When's the last time you remember a monkey involved in a daring daylight robbery?
The blue jackets let you know that they're almost math professors.
11 Adam 12, 11 Adam 12. See the man about the monkey.
Control, this is 11 Adam 12. We just saw the man about the monkey.
11 Adam 12. See the other man about the monkey. He's just done another mark.
I wonder how many takes they needed to do to
Let's roll.
play it this straight.
A lot.
Big monkey came into the back of the store and went
I mean, that's part of the charm is that they play it that straight.
I know,
I'm
but
pretty-
I'm saying that probably took a while.
I'm pretty sure that's where the Quaaludes came in.
Like a well-balanced diet. Maybe he's going to toss a salad.
I thought of that, but he didn't take any dressing.
I'll,
I mean, seriously, who the fuck does Quaaludes anymore?
Just barely noticed him out of the corner of my eye.
not many people, since it's no longer the 1970s.
I didn't recognize him as being a monkey at first. I was expecting a visit from the avocado salesman.
What happened next?
A
Man,
lady
the
screamed.
avocado sales.
I turned around. Everybody ran out.
This is when avocados were fairly underground.
He was about your height.
Yeah.
We'll get an 8-ball. It'll last us all weekend.
Feet tall,
The big monkey.
maybe a 40 or 50-inch sleeve.
But he was heavier than
Uh-huh.
and much thicker, but probably weighed twice as much.
350 to 400 pounds. What about his hair? Was it a wispy blonde like mine?
Thank you,
no.
sir.
I sure hope you catch him.
I know. All this monkeying around.
Also, I wouldn't call that a wispy blonde.
I was about to say. Did he just refer to himself as a wispy blonde?
He did. He's fooling himself.
I like how she quickly redirected and said thank you for your time as soon as he said that.
That's not true. What do you mean? Not 2 stores, 3 stores. While you were out.
I'm surprised they're not asking if he had a tail or not.
Another one.
These are the kind of people who would definitely be semantically focused enough to
You know something?
go, asking an ape or monkey.
Jungle out there.
Did you talk to the store owner? I did. He was pretty shook up.
Yeah, but
He
Reddy
said the
Newman
monkey
hadn't made
came
that
into the
song
store,
yet.
Grabbed the shopping cart and.
I know.
No.
Filled it with fruits and vegetables.
But that's not all. He also made off with the lettuce. You know, the cabbage.
You mean?
Mm-hmm. He robbed the cash register.
Money? What's a monkey going to do with money?
What do you mean?
No pockets.
I wonder how much shellac she had to use to get her hair like
Now it's
that.
beginning to make a little sense.
All of it.
Not to me, it isn't.
Maybe it's not a real monkey. Those first 2 robberies were just to set us up.
You mean to make us
No,
think a real
really.
monkey was robbing the stores of produce?
Right. Just when we think we're after a monkey, it robs a store of money. Sometimes when you get the facts, they don't add up the way you expect. Maybe we're not looking at this.
Did somebody fall
problem the
asleep?
right
Because I
way.
hear snoring.
You mean you think we might be...
No, I'm here. I might be breathing a little heavily.
Exactly. And where do you go go
Oh,
to the
okay.
monkey suit costume?
Monkey Suit City?
Fox Costumes, the largest costume house in the city. All the movie studios rent costumes from them.
Call them, George. See who rented a monkey suit in the last couple of days.
Good thinking, Kate. This is working out just as slick as that.
It's funny because this segment pretty much dominated this entire program after a while.
I mean, this is already by far the longest segment.
Well, this is the rest of the episode.
Could you say that again? A little slower. Not that slow.
I basically skipped every week they didn't do MathNet.
Where did the man in the monkey suit strike this time?
That wasn't a robbery.
Oh?
It was the zoo.
The zoo?
Where they keep the animals?
Uh-huh.
Grunt is missing.
Who?
That was a zoo where they keep the animals. Thank God. I'm glad they clarified that.
He continued.
Fake freeze frame.
Hey, you're here with America's coolest teens on Bland Stand. This isn't the planet Clapton.
I'm
Dear
sure
God.
it makes more sense in content.
To watch very carefully because you're going to do this in just a second.
Doesn't sound like the act of a shy gorilla to break out of his cage.
But he didn't break out. This lock was open.
Yes.
100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop.
No Sesame Workshop.
This program was made possible by grants from the National
Yeah, I
Science
told you.
Foundation, the U.S. Department of Education, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, and the Carnegie Corporation of New York.
Corporate
That's
funding.
a lot
The
of
Carnegie Corporation of New York. I knew robber barons would be involved.
I mean,
Yeah,
better
I mean,
than
that was back when robber barons actually fucking like.
Some of them were still alive.
Yes, but they also like at least pretended to be philanthropy people better.
Yeah, no, they never did that.
I'll note that the Koch brothers were a major funder of Nova.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so yeah, that concludes our viewing broadcast. And that means it's time to shift over to entertainment news.
Oh, boy.
And of course, first up, we've got to talk about the Avengers Doomsday, since they held
It has started production.
Yes. And more, not importantly, more notably, they have announced some casting decisions, i.e., the X-Men are coming back. Like,
That's faster than expected.
Faster than expected?
Well, we knew that the X-Men would somehow be involved, but are we talking about using some of the actors that were cast by Fox, or?
Yes. The Fox actors are coming back, including Nightcrawler, who hasn't been in a X-Men movie since 2003.
Well, I mean, they did have Kelsey Grammer in that post-credits sequence in the Marvels.
Yeah,
So-
but I'm talking about Nightcrawler specifically. Like, he didn't even make it to X3, X-Men United. And in fact, that was a point in the official game, because he's in that.
In fairness, not being in X3 could arguably be considered a smart move.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It could have been construed as a career saver.
But yeah, they're getting Kelsey Grammer back. You know, they're getting Ian McKellen back. They're getting Patrick Stewart back. Rebecca Romaine back. The big notable absences at this point is they didn't announce Wolverine back. They didn't announce Storm back, and Jean Grey is absent as well. That does not. That does not preclude them from actually appearing, though, because because they have said They have not made all cast announcements yet. So,
well, and I thought that they were also saving some of it, like some of the other Fox Universe people, or as we're now calling it, Earth 10005, for Secret Wars. I thought
it's possible. It is certainly possible. But that's the thing. They just made the casting announcement. We don't know, and the characters are coming back. We don't know the context, or rather which Earth these X-Men are coming from, which is, really important because, we're still in the multiverse saga, era. We're still dealing with the TVA sacred timeline and all that shite.
Oh yeah, there's I just noticed that there's like shorts coming up, brand new shorts starring with Tara Strong as the fuck was the clock character named?
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember their name.
Yeah, I can't, Ms. Clock or something like that. Ms. Time, I can't remember, but which is sad because she's a major character in Loki, of course.
Yes.
But I couldn't think of it. But Tara Strong voices her, and
I remember
they've been doing original content to where in the guise of that character, as if doing like historical takes on things that happened in the multiverse. They're doing original shorts now, talking about like the death of Gwen Stacy being a pivotal moment in the multiverse, and stuff like that. So they're prepping hard for this.
Well, yeah, it's the next Avengers movie, so
yeah.
This is where this is usually the culmination of an era. Of course, another thing we don't know is, like if the X-Men are going to show up before Doomsday. Also worth noting is, we do have, Shang-Chi is returning at long last.
Oh yeah, Simu Liu put something up on. No, God, I don't even know what social platform I found it on. But yeah, he posted it, the back of his director's chair, his canvas chair.
Right. But let's see.
Minutes. That's the name of the character.
Oh yeah. Namor.
But yeah, they're doing promotional shorts involving Miss Minutes, talking about different stuff that happened across the multiverse, kind of alluding to fixed points in time, like a la Doctor Who
or Spider-Verse canon events.
Right. Canon events, yes.
But yeah, Ant-Man's coming back. Second Black Panther's coming back. Some of these people are coming back after a long hiatus in the Marvel Universe. Like, if I'm being honest, people from the Thunderbolts, the Thing's going to be showing up. It makes sense because the Fantastic Four is going to be the linchpin here because Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Oh right, and yeah, Channing Tatum is coming back as Gambit. Like,
apparently, and this is according to Ryan Reynolds himself, he was saying that after seeing, they were skeptical at first, and after seeing him in the costume and hearing him do the accent, the executives at Disney were obsessed with his Gambit.
I mean, he
And
was
couldn't wait to get
absolutely
back.
taking the, admittedly, in many ways, extremely silly character of Gambit extremely seriously. Works pretty well.
Well, I mean, if you know the history of Channing Tatum trying to get the role of Gambit, then you understand. I mean, he's generally from the region, and he actually brushed up on patois to play the role. The specific regional accent of Gambit, which is why it was hilarious that people were criticizing him. Oh, he doesn't sound like Gambit. And it's like, no, he doesn't sound like X-Men 90. He doesn't sound like the original 1997 X-Men animated Gambit. That's not the same thing.
Yeah. By the way, here's the thing. That is not a fucking Cajun accent. No more than Rogue's accent is an actual, authentic Southern accent. Yeah.
Right.
It's like, motherfucker, all voice actors are from Canada. So,
yeah,
they're putting on
the fact that he dug deep and brought up an authentic as the screen has ever seen patois accent was incredible.
No doubt. Like, anyway, but yeah, so people have been freaking out because the most popular X-Men haven't been announced for Doomsday yet.
I mean, I know Halle Berry is busy, but what about Famke Jensen?
I don't know what's going on with Jean Grey. I mean, Hugh Jackman may be being held back for a surprise of some sort. Like, I'm not sure why, but once again, we don't.
Over 90. God, I love that part.
I don't think there's a single Marvel Comics subgroup that you could actually say that Wolverine showing up in it would be an actual surprise.
No shit.
The Fantastic Four, the Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. Sure, why not? It's Thursday.
They were being coy. They're being coy about whether or not Hugh Jackman is going to be. We're looking into other actors. Bullshit. You're looking into other actors. It's going to be Hugh Jackman.
I mean, they already got Hugh Jackman back and in the yellow suit. It's like, what?
Yeah, unless they want to do specifically a different version of Wolverine, which we all know how Marvel feels about different versions of characters.
I don't know what it is, but there's something about Ryan Reynolds' little boy charm that just really works on the studios, and when he puts stuff in a movie, it has a tendency to be a canon event.
It helps that it helps that he seems to have pretty good taste in the stuff that he's doing.
Well, there is that too. He's got excellent taste in his poor taste. I mean, because let's face it, almost everything done in a Deadpool movie is poor taste.
Yeah.
But they have a way of becoming prophecy, much like the inception of the original Deadpool film. Everything that happens in there is pretty much a canon event.
Mm-hmm.
He said Chris Evans was going to make a permanent return to the multiverse, not necessarily as Captain America. Although we do have room for that now with the "we're just both Captain America" story arc in the comics.
I suppose, but
I just, they've paved the way for this.
Right.
My personal take is Hugh Jackman is going to be Wolverine forever until he's dead.
I mean, they specifically made a joke about that in Deadpool and Wolverine, so.
Yeah, till you're 90. And as far as the other ones, it's probably just scheduling. I'm just surprised that they didn't bring back any of the younger Fox reboot characters, the McAvoy era Charles Xavier characters, because as far as like gas in the tank for action stars, people like Jennifer Lawrence and stuff like that are still in their prime.
Yeah.
Sophie Turner. Sorry, I didn't watch literally any X-Men movies past X2. So
yeah, I keep
remembering
being told
after Days of Future Past.
I keep being told that X-Men First Class was worthwhile, but I have not watched it.
Well, I mean, Dark Phoenix was garbage.
Yeah, pretty much all the X-Men Fox movies were garbage.
I saw Apocalypse while I was donating plasma. That's a traumatic event on two fronts.
No doubt.
Oh God, I had no idea what the hell was going on in that movie.
I think that might have been one of those movies that was edited to shit.
Yeah. So, but still, the actors themselves are popular, even if their iterations of the characters are not, through not necessarily any fault of their own.
Right.
I mean, bad writing is as bad writing does, right?
True. In some cases, with X-Men 3, it's not just bad writing; it's bad directing. It's bad performances. It's a lot of bad.
I mean, that's the problem. Choose your cretin on that one. Bryan Singer or Brett Ratner.
I can blame both.
Yeah.
Because Brett Ratner can direct competently. Like, I've seen the Rush Hour movies. They're not amazing, but they're not terrible. Like,
they don't. The racial comedy does not age well.
Of course not. But that's not what I'm talking about. Just talking about as a general action movie. Or Red Dragon. That one actually surprised me because it's better than Hannibal.
That's true. Yeah.
Not just in terms of the books are better as well, but Red Dragon is a better directed movie than that overblown piece of shit Hannibal. I was genuinely surprised when I learned wait, Brett Ratner can actually do artistic direction? Huh.
I know. I don't know. I think I've reached an age of intolerance to where I can no longer separate the art from the artist.
I get that. I'm talking about when I saw it back in 2003.
Yeah.
When Brett Ratner was hated, but for less, good
overt reasons. Yeah, for less overt reasons.
Well, yeah, he was hated, for being a mediocre director, let's say, rather than being a predatory piece of shit.
Indeed.
And even by those standards, he's still not the worst X-Men director, allegedly. Well, I mean, Bryan Singer, the allegations against him involved underage folks. So, yeah.
That's why I'm surprised they're bringing back that iteration of the X-Men. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it ruined it for everybody. I know everybody loves Sir Patrick, but I do kind of see it. One of the heavy criticisms levied against Star Trek Picard was the fact that they made me feel old watching him.
Mm.
And the first two seasons, that's absolutely
he is old.
Yeah, but we've seen him do stuff in the interim to where he doesn't make us feel old. Although, interestingly enough, that's kind of the point. And I keep trying to explain this to people. I'm like, you do understand that Patrick Stewart was playing Picard old. He wasn't just being feeble.
That's true.
That's how
Jean-Luc Picard was not a super young man even during the series, and it's been a significant amount of time in universe since then.
No.
Even with the extended lifespans you get in Star Trek.
I think you may be misunderstanding my point. My point is that Michael Chabon specifically wrote Picard as an old man, as in a guy who had given up and was in hiding.
Oh, okay.
And he was supposed to make you feel bad. It wasn't some happy-go-lucky Star Trek: The Next Generation reunion. That's the whole reason Patrick Stewart came back, was because he wanted to do something different. He didn't want him to be strong and vital and heroic. He wanted him to be kind of enfeebled. Doubting himself, not being the Picard we all knew and loved. And the fans just didn't, they just could not accept that iteration. They were like, because like throughout the whole thing, it's like, was he gargling razor blades through this whole thing? Because he sounded hoarse. He was always, it's like, Sir Patrick, please clear your throat. I listened to you reading sonnets, all Shakespearean sonnets, all through the fucking pandemic. I know you don't sound like that anymore. I know you don't sound like that. It wasn't until season 3 where he finally cleared his fucking throat. Because he gained his vitality back, because he was, because the character was excited again. And so I don't know. It's been a few years since we've seen that that version of Charles Xavier, because Multiverse of Madness, of course, had Sir Patrick as Charles Xavier, and he sounded pretty powerful there. He didn't sound weak and enfeebled there. So I don't know. We're pushing this so far out, though. I don't know. It's just some of these characters are just, some of these actors are not. I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm trying to go with this, so I'm just going to set it down.
All right. So, moving on to other movies that are just about to enter production. Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ sequel. Yes, that is a real that's really happening. Is about
spoiler alert. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is about the resurrection, because otherwise, then we're getting into Mormon territory. I'm not.
And me without my seeing stones.
Yeah, like one of the central beliefs to the Church of the Latter-day Saints is, after Jesus resurrected, he came over to North America for a spell. Now, that's the funny part of that story. The less funny part is saying that the natives were all had their skin turned dark because of sin.
I mean, that's just the general view of Christianity.
I mean, I think Mormonism is very specific about the mark of Cain being dark skin.
Yeah.
Never mind that they're completely misinterpreting the mark of Cain, but
because Lord knows we need more justifications for slavery.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the reason he was marked was so that people wouldn't hurt him.
Hush you and your logic. There's a lot of shit they excise out of the Bible because it's not convenient.
Have you met evangelical Christians?
Yeah.
Thankfully, not much. And yes, I am aware that they don't care what it actually says.
Yeah, I know that's in the Gospels, Pastor, but I mean, can you just tone it down on all that empathy shit? It sounds weak.
Gospels, that's in Exodus or Genesis. I think Genesis.
No, I was making it a specific reference, but thank you.
Okay.
This is the thing that's actually going on with evangelicals right now. They're telling their pastors to cut down on all of the, love each other as I have loved you kind of crap because it sounds weak.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like straight to fucking hell with you.
Basically.
Do not pass go, do not collect $200. If you're expecting Jesus to stand beside you when the book of life is opened, good luck.
Yeah.
I'm sure that I hope you packed your asbestos suit because you're going someplace very warm.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, back to entertainment, Adam.
Yes. I mean, that's about all I want to talk about in terms of, Mel Gibson in general. Just
yeah.
He's
Another
doing
bastardized look at the Bible. Woo!
Well, Gibson himself is a devout Catholic, so everything that he does. Well, I'm just saying that everything that he does is not going to have an evangelical bent necessarily.
I'm like, anyway. So apparently CBS is canceling After Midnight after 2 seasons. If you don't know, that was the reconstituted version of At Midnight, passed over from Comedy Central. And it is being replaced with nothing. That means CBS is getting out of the 12:30 slot business.
Oh, so it's just going to be good night, everybody, and the American flag with the Star Spangled Banner playing.
Probably local infomercials.
Probably, yeah.
But I think
Good,
that's
I need
more
a battery operated vacuum.
Yeah. That's probably more a sign of the times of, the long and slow decay and death of linear television.
Yeah.
Also known as terrestrial television.
Mm.
Because of all that alien programming we've been getting beamed in since the 50s.
Right. Anyway, and I think that's all the entertainment news for the week. Outside of Marvel, it wasn't an especially busy period of time.
And I'm just trying to think if there isn't really any big news like anime related or
yeah, the new season doesn't start till next week.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's next week.
we'll hold that until Kevin's back.
Yeah.
We'll need him for the color commentary. Yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, we don't have to arbitrarily inflate the length of the show just for reasons.
Yeah.
What do we got going on next week? I don't have the document in front of me right now.
I literally am there. We are having Jonah Marie, or wait, no, that is the wrong show. Hold on.
That is Fragments.
Okay, yeah, here's the MSP one. Joshua Cloverfield of the Adventure Game Hotspot.
Adventure Game Hotspot, the website and YouTube channel devoted to narrative adventure games, president of the Adventure Game Hall of Fame and the Adventure Game Fanfare. So expect a lot of talk on things like Space Quest, King's Quest, Leisure Suit Larry, Sam and Max, The Dig, Monkey Island. You get the idea.
All right. Well, that sounds exciting. We'll definitely have everybody tune in. and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just really fucking tired right now.
Mood.
I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you saw on X, but I posted this thing just before the show where it's like I woke up after like 2.5 hours of attempting to sleep, and my eye was leaking profusely. So I was just like, haven't seen this much salt water since the beach.
Anyway.
Yeah. So. All right, so that's it for this week's installment of Moonhawk Studios Presents. Hopefully next week we won't have any guest issues. Other than that, thanks for watching and stay safe out there, kids.